building.
Always.
Back again.
No,
But it's
no,
not back again. It's and we back.
We back.
That's how we do it.
One more time.
That's how
one
long
more
it's
time.
been.
Do you remember?
For me as well, I can't lie.
Yeah, welcome back, son.
Thank you very much.
Lovely for you to turn up today.
Yeah, mate.
Lovely.
Where have you been? In the wilderness,
Thanks
mate?
for having me. In the jungle,
Nah,
mate.
it's good.
As
It's
always.
good to be back, man. It's good to be back. How's everyone? How you doing?
Doing great, mate.
All good.
How are we all doing?
Yeah.
Before we go any further, big thank you to all you viewers. 1,000 subscribers.
Nah, that's big.
Big 1K. Big 1K. Special.
Viewers, you might be wondering who the extra two voices in the room will be today.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
right?
without further ado, let's give our guests a opportunity
roll,
to
please.
introduce themselves.
Come on.
Francis, you already know.
Hey!
You know it is. Pleasure, man. Pleasure. To come.
Nice, great to have you.
Great to have you guys.
Honestly.
With Karim today is the lovely.
Melissa.
We already know as well. We already know.
So how are you guys? How was
Yeah,
the?
man. Good as good can be, really.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Obviously, we've been watching the podcast. And
Come on.
Hey, come on.
What's
All,
my guy?
to be fair, Melissa Karim, always one of the first two to share it, so always salute.
Yeah.
Much love to you guys.
We're
Thank
showing
you.
face this time.
Oh,
Showing face.
It makes a change for the show, doesn't it?
Yeah,
No shots sent.
we got to big them up because they are the first two to show face.
Come
I
on.
mean, as they would.
Now, round of applause in the room.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming down to this side of the river as well. I know it's really hard to.
Yeah.
Did you get your visa stamped to get to South London?
It's a bit long, but
It's long, isn't it?
it's worth it.
Yeah.
Come on, love that.
It's worth
Love
it.
that.
We hope so.
Nah. But honestly, like I say, always a pleasure. And for us, just good vibes. And we're here, we're back, and we're going to run it.
With a full house as well.
Bro,
This is the most we've
Come
had
on.
on a pod.
every
so
seat
far.
filled. Every
Energy's
seat
gonna be
filled.
big today, I
Every
can
seat
feel it.
filled. This is it, man. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be a good one.
That's what it's
We've got
about.
something special in store.
Come on. We just
as
cook
always.
it up.
And Tom, it's good that you actually showed up.
Thank you. Did you hear the little pause as well? Oh, do I want to say that?
Yeah, he was thinking about it. Still. He was
Oh,
thinking about it.
man.
He was thinking about it.
A no show is not bad, is it? No face, no case.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Let's
obviously
just
we
do.
brought you guys on because obviously you guys are probably the most best looking friends that I have.
Come on. Cheers to that.
The gift from God.
And so obviously with that there is obviously a certain flavour that you're going to bring to this episode. So I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but
More than
both-
just pretty faces.
Yeah.
right?
Full package.
Both work as models, right?
Mhm.
Is that how you guys met, possibly in the industry, or is it just you kind of friends?
I'm so glad you
No.
asked that question. I'm so glad.
No, I'm really not glad you asked.
There's a story cooking
He's
here.
gonna twist it up now.
Here we go. Bit of
Story
spice
time.
already.
There's no twist to this story. It's just
Go on. Yeah.
the way that the cookie crumbles. She don't like the
Yeah.
cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
And the way that the cookie crumbles was.
Yeah,
Yay! Quick little.
I don't mind.
Came with a
Quick
reverse.
It be known. My DMs.
Yeah.
But no, basically, we was actually in Marbella together, and I saw
He was
her.
too scared to come up to me.
Oh,
Karim's nervous, yeah?
Say you nervous, big man.
Don't lie.
Rainbow slices, never scared of.
Gang business, come on.
Basically, I saw her. Obviously, I'm with like my cousins and everything. And I see her, and I'm like, very good looking girl. I was like, cool. And then my cousin, like, we've gone back to our like apartment, and my cousin was like, oh, you know, you can search the location on Instagram.
Oh, wait,
And
man.
see
Yeah.
who's like in Marbella. I
Yeah.
was like, what?
Yeah.
So I'm searching. I'm like, oh my god, I swear,
Yeah.
I never knew this.
Yeah.
And then I see Melissa __ SK. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's her name.
Yeah, but this
Quick
was,
shout
like,
out for the pod.
after, like, I was in London now.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like after I came back.
Yeah.
like I said,
Yeah.
it took me a while.
Yeah, to get going. Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
So
Done a bit of stalking.
I
for
thought,
it.
cool, let me I like 2 pictures. Cool, no problem.
Yeah. Subtle things.
Right, a bit more than that.
Play it.
Two, it was 2. 2 pictures.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I see like 2. She liked 2 of my pictures or 3.
I
of my
don't
pictures.
normally like see who's liked my pictures.
Look, I don't normally see.
No, but I don't really check that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like,
And then she saw KF96 and she thought, wow,
Okay.
that is a sick name.
Okay.
On that.
Yeah, let me investigate.
Who's that?
Who's
Who's that one?
Who's that one?
Clicked on it and she
Yeah.
wants to see him. who's this guy? Cool, I'm a click. And then no, I think was it you that followed me?
Oh, okay. So basically, I liked some
The truth.
back,
Yeah.
and then he didn't do anything back. Like he didn't follow me. He didn't like anything back. He didn't message me. So I thought,
Oh shit.
what was
Champ.
the point of that?
Yeah.
Like you don't like a
Because
girl.
it
Wait,
gets you.
No, let her land.
No.
Let her land. Let her land.
but like normally, if a guy does that, like he has a girlfriend,
Yeah.
or I don't know, like.
Yeah.
He does though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
guys
I
do
know.
that when
I
they've
hear
got girlfriends. They don't want to like follow girls. They just like a couple of their pictures.
And then just slide up. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought, this guy has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he's just a fuckboy basically.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to swear?
Of course. Of course.
No holds barred in here.
No holds barred. No holds barred.
Get it off
and
that
then
chest.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I was like, I'm really bored. I was
Yeah.
like, I need to talk to someone.
Yeah. Oh, hello. And
And
that's
then
it.
I was
That's
like,
it.
I liked a couple more of his pictures, like maybe 10 minutes later,
Mm.
and he still didn't do nothing.
Mm.
Then I followed him,
Mm.
and I never like follow a boy first.
Mm.
They haven't followed me first.
Mm.
And then I was like, oh
Never
my
follow
god.
a boy about a man.
Yeah.
Big boy, big dreams. Testosterone in the building.
I remember.
Live and direct.
And then what happened? And then you followed me like maybe like 40 minutes later.
Oh, she remembers.
I love
Oh,
the way
she's
you've
going
got the
pattern.
minutes down.
No, because I was like,
Pattern.
I was gonna unfollow if you didn't follow back in the next hour.
Like 20 minutes for that follow to expire.
Almost. You made it.
And then like he still didn't message me, and I was like, what was the point of all this?
Yeah.
Like you don't just go liking a girl's pictures back.
Look at him now. He's bussing.
But you don't. Do you guys do that? I don't know,
Never.
but-
No way.
Anyways, so then a couple, was it like 2 days later or something?
Mm-hmm.
Like you posted a story, and I thought,
Topless. I was topless.
yeah, and I was
Jeez.
like, what the hell? Because I don't like to just be like, hi.
Yeah.
Like I need to
'Cause
reply
you kind
to
of
a
got.
story.
You want?
Yeah.
You want some traction in the conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not. I
I'm
find
glad
that
you said traction because what she replied made no sense.
I'm really bad at flirting. Like,
I
actually
remember. Take the
can't
mic. What
flirt.
happened next?
Yeah.
What's the next chapter?
Like,
Anyway, so I replied, and it was the shocked emoji.
Yeah.
So embarrassing.
Fair.
Um,
Fair.
cool. So you're saying fair, and I'm thinking, why is this girl?
so
Like,
then
your confusion
he said,
led to his
ha, ha,
being
ha,
like,
hi. How
Oh,
are you? So then, you basically started.
Yeah. Nah, big up. Nah, big up.
You just
But yeah.
dangled the carrot for him.
Yeah,
Big up.
basically.
That's the thing.
And then the whole time, I still thought he had a girlfriend.
Is
Oh.
it?
Yeah.
And she was.
Oh, but you're still in his DMs.
But I didn't know. So I was like,
Yeah.
why?
Getting hot in here.
No, and then truth be told, I think a week later, or like a week and a half later, we went out to dinner.
Yeah, we literally spoke like non-stop.
That's nice.
So there was that initial like chemistry, like
Yeah, like, we
once all
literally
the
were sending,
initial
like,
awkwardness was
paragraphs
gone.
and stuff.
Okay,
Literally like from the get-go.
nice.
And then like he was at Park Life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big up the part life,
I
massive.
don't know what he's doing at
Big
Part
up the
Life.
part life, massive. Big
And then he
up.
literally said, "Oh, like, what are you doing Thursday? Like, I want to take you out."
What a guy.
Yeah.
What a guy. Live and direct. What a beautiful love story.
like that.
I feel inspired.
There's Romeo and Juliet, and then there's Korean.
Yeah,
Love to see it.
Let's hope it don't end like Romeo and Juliet then.
Only good vibes here. Only
I
good
don't think a lot
vibes.
of people clock when they say Romeo and Juliet, like they actually both died.
Exactly.
yeah.
How it
bro,
really
that's
goes down.
Like, I get it a lot, and I'm like, wait, are you saying I would have to die?
Yeah, bro. It's mad.
Ever?
It's mad.
Exactly.
It's
A bit of a
mad.
fairy tale, though, really, if you think about it.
Yeah, even in the Leo one as well. Like, that one's quite tragic as well.
Yeah.
Well, even the actual story itself is tragic. But that's a nice story there.
Mm,
I like that. You know,
Very
you're
cute,
telling the
guys.
kids it all started with a shocked emoji.
I got stories for days of that.
And that 20-minute window to follow back.
Yeah.
Oh, my daddy would have expired. And
You know
that
what
was
I mean? What is this guy? You know what I mean?
But my pride is way too high.
Nah, you gotta respect yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like more girls should follow DM guys. Don't you think?
That is a great shout.
Nice.
Yes,
I
thank
like
you.
that. That's a
I'd
great
love to hear
question.
that.
Thank you.
For me, yeah.
Because why wait? When if there's interest, there's interest. Express the interest and just see what happens. You know what I mean?
And if there's the interest there, and it takes, I think as well, it takes a lot for a woman to actually step forward and approach.
Nah, I hear that.
that man in her own sense, because obviously.
I'll never do it in real life.
No, of course, but just traditionally,
No,
like.
but that's like patriarchal condition of society.
Yeah,
You know what I
but-
mean? Just like whereby like it's always like implied that the guy should make the first move. But then now like with Instagram, with this, with that, there's more of an impetus on like the girl potentially making the first move.
It makes it easier, I think, because it's really scary in real life. Like, I would never go up to a guy.
Yeah.
Like, that's just really daunting. But on Instagram, like, it's not that deep. Like,
To be fair,
if you don't respond, I'm just gonna unsend the message.
yeah.
They have that facility now, innit?
Yeah.
They have that facility now, you know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah, because to be fair, like I said, I think that whole confidence to just actually like make the move is different. Because I remember like my situation, not making it about me though, but my situation, like obviously with my girlfriend I'm with now.
I think you're moving a bit shook in the beginning.
No, not even shook. Obviously, I'm not the Jordan I was then, innit? You know what I mean? It's a very different. But like when she shouted me not to actually shout me. It was for
this chestnut.
yeah, this no, but it was like she kind of tried to actually come on, holler at me, but it wasn't for me. It's for my cousin. Because like I say, back in the day,
Hate
it
to
wasn't
see
the
it.
same as today. But the fact that she did that, like just shouting, man, she didn't have to do that. So I'm saying, even though it wasn't for me, to actually just shout.
It's a ballsy move.
It's a ballsy
It's a
move.
very ballsy move.
It's a
Very
ballsy
attractive,
thing.
actually, I
Yeah,
think.
it's a very ballsy thing.
Shows a lot of confidence.
Trust me.
So,
But this is the thing.
and like they say, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Yeah.
Tommy's
Remember that
He's
one?
got all the bars today.
I do get that one.
Yeah.
However, you see when I just can't. I'm not the type to go up to a girl like. I just can't do it. I'm not.
What, when you're out?
Yeah. Like if
You know what he said to me?
What?
'Cause I asked him later, I was like, why didn't you message me? Or why didn't you come up to me in Mars? He goes, I don't go up to girls. Girls go up to me. I was like,
I was freaking the character out.
all the skeletons are coming out of the closet today. My
his
God.
head is just getting bigger and bigger.
He don't even know what to say. He's speechless.
my statistics,
Statistics, they don't lie.
And then he goes, it worked though, didn't it?
But saying that kind of sets us up nicely for what we kind of wanted to speak about, obviously with the pair of you, and just like in general, because it's something that obviously we've seen, like we've touched on in previous episodes and stuff. But just like, is there a privilege that kind of comes with like beauty, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, like,
And even taking that one step further, being involved in the industry.
yeah,
Being involved in industry, like having obviously just like successful shoots, being all over the place, just like on this app, on this platform, on that platform. Would you guys say that there is any kind of, before we go into like any of the intricacies, getting into the industry, how was it for the pair of you?
It was really different for both of us.
yeah, I'd say. Very-
Yeah.
It's different for a boy and a girl.
No, absolutely.
I was gonna say
absolutely.
definitely.
But go on, you go first.
No, you go first.
No, so
No, I'll go first. I'll go first.
for me,
They approach you first, I'm guessing, yeah?
exactly. No,
That just seems to be the thing today,
Done
doesn't
it. It's on going.
you know what's actually mad was, for me it was like modeling was never on my agenda. Like, at uni at the time,
Yeah.
I was working at TK Maxx.
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Remember that young Francis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't miss it. I can't but no, I was walking out of work and I was working in Stratford, Westfield, and I was walking to the train, and this guy had just come up to me. Oh, so I saw it. I'm gonna call my ass. Someone like run round me, thinking, right.
They were running for you, yeah.
Come on.
No, I was thinking he's run around me.
Normally only in South
almost
London.
took I almost took like a defensive. I was like,
Like,
Yeah, because you would. Yeah.
yeah, like, who's this guy? Just, like,
Yeah.
random.
I was
yeah,
thinking,
yeah.
right. And then he kind of, because he ran round and then sort of like turned, but he turned like so quick, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna bang this guy. And then no, he turned around and he was like, hi, like a model scout and everything. And I was like, oh, okay. And at this time, this was 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't really.
You know.
Your mum tells you, oh, you're really good looking.
Yeah.
Like, your auntie's like, yeah, you should do this.
I believed in my mum.
I'm like, listen, mum,
Yeah.
auntie,
Yeah.
you guys are the only ones to say this. I love you still, but
Yeah.
I can't run it. But yeah, that scenario happened, and he happened to be like the head scout at, a model booker at
Okay.
ASOS.
Oh,
Oh,
bro.
wow.
So yeah, I was like, wow. But at the time, again, I still didn't clock in my head. the opportunity and what ASOS was. And ASOS was
It was still developing at that time, wasn't it?
very much so. Do you know what I mean? It was very much so. I'd say it was like Boohoo in its early stages.
Yeah. But you know when you had that like initial conversation, did you think that this is like too good to be true? Like this guy's just a
Because you do.
Yeah, no, you would, innit?
Yeah,
It's like you would.
100%,
Do you know what it is? And sorry to cut you, Kay. It's like the football thing. It's like, you know, like when you're younger and you get told, yeah, there's scouts coming. yeah, come in. Make sure you're ready to perform.
Everyone buys them new boots.
Yeah.
Everyone comes correct.
Bro.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Exactly, and that's exactly how I felt. I was like, whatever. And then he basically said, come to the office, come to Morning and Crescent. That's where the head office is. Come there and just see how it is. Just come for like an hour, and then we'll see how you are on camera and everything like that.
Yeah.
And this is the first ever.
And before that, you had no experience in anything.
Nothing.
It wasn't something you wanted to do initially.
At all. So I've had nothing. I've literally just come into and then when I got there, you know, there's obviously other models there, and at the time, the models that were there obviously have been there for quite a while.
Yeah.
So I walk in, I'm like, it's daunting.
No,
absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
very daunting.
Absolutely,
and especially for yourself, like it's not familiar. So you're just thinking, oh my god.
No, rightly so.
And you know the expectations that go within the industry before you've gone on, and you have your conceptions. Exactly. Yeah.
So go in, and this is where the modeling industry will never change. It's like you could, and this is for like castings, auditions, castings. You could go in and think, right, that was good.
Yeah.
And then you don't get a job because that's normally what happens. That's normally what happens. You can think, oh yeah, that casting went so well, and then you speak to your booker, like they didn't say anything about you. You didn't get a job. Or they just won't say
How many people we talking like in this room?
No, it was just me.
Or is it just you was turning up and they was already like part of the gang base?
Yeah, so it was just me, but I'm assuming, like, again, they probably had another 10, 15, 20 people. I've been to castings where they've been 50, 60.
That's mad.
What, just
And
for
that's
one
serious
role?
competition.
For one role.
So.
Wow.
Or maybe a couple of roles.
Yeah, but
and especially
still relative,
in
yeah.
South Africa, I went to one which was like, and it's more for commercial jobs. Went to one, I was like number 347.
Oh, wow.
That's why about 2 hours. I went gym and then came back.
That's
The
mad.
last minute pump on.
Be ready.
Had to.
Be ready.
But yeah, no, going back to it, so that was kind of how it started. And then I signed with, through that, I signed with my my first agency, which is IMM Models.
Big them up.
And then
Giving the boys first opportunity in the
Come on, man.
exactly,
game.
man.
Come on.
And then
Shining now, though.
and then yeah, that was pretty much. I was with them up until 2019, and then yeah, that's how it kind of really started for me.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
mad.
know, yours was
Melissa?
Yeah.
different.
Mine's a long journey.
Hey, we're here, man. We've been waiting.
And I feel like mine definitely wasn't like random or like I didn't get lucky, I don't think. Like when I was like younger, like 13, 14, I always wanted to be a model. Or like I didn't want to be, I'd look at like websites like Pretty Little Thing and be like, oh, like I wish I could do that. And I'd like Google like how to be a model and everything. It'd just be like send in your pictures or whatever. But obviously I was so young then. And then when I was 16, I kind of had like I had like 3,000 followers on Instagram when I was 16.
Just 3K.
That's big
Yeah,
back
just
then.
a light freak.
It was a lot
like-
like for like back in the day.
Yeah,
like no
Some
one
of us ain't even reached
had
It's a lot for now. We ain't even got that. It's a lot for now. You lot over there, your thousands. Don't like that.
Sherry's carrying
You know
this guy.
what I'm saying? No, go on,
But
sorry.
I just used to love taking pictures. Like
Yeah.
I used to go out a lot, so I'd always like do my hair, makeup,
Yeah.
and then I always used to go out and take a picture before I used to go out. And that's how I grew my followers basically. But there was a competition for getting your makeup done for free and getting like pictures.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I was 16, I entered and I won.
Come on.
Big up.
We
salute every-
It's winning everywhere.
No, we salute every achievement
everywhere.
here.
Victories
Come on.
everywhere.
Dubs only.
And then that was my first ever shoot.
Mm.
But it wasn't like a proper shoot. It was literally just like a free shoot kind
Yeah.
of thing. But I was so nervous. Like I couldn't even pose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like to be in front of the camera. And then
Yeah.
she was like, just pretend like there's no one here.
Mm.
But I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Camera
here.
lights in front of you,
Like, I
like.
can't. Like you can't just pretend like no
Yeah.
one's there.
Yeah.
And then the pictures actually came out really nice because she edited them and whatnot. And then I posted on Instagram, and then other because obviously she's a photographer, so like she had photographer followers.
Right.
So when she posted them, other photographers went on my page and then asked for me to test shoot.
Oh, they took notice after that initial
Yeah, they
post.
took notice after that. And then I just went on for like literally like 3 years. I did so much free work.
Yeah.
Like I just did free work for 3 years while I was at college.
So this is like 16 to 19 kind of.
16 to like 18, I'd say 18, 19, yeah. And I didn't even realize how much you can get. Like I remember this one woman, she approached me, she had a handbag company. She was like, how much do you charge? And I was like, £10 an hour.
That's a good heart.
Yeah.
Because when I was like, I worked in retail, so literally I was earning £6.50 an hour. So I asked my friend, and my friend was like, she doesn't like. No one knows. Like if you're not in the industry, you don't know.
Yeah, she was like, what?
I was like,
big money.
I was like, do you think £10 is a lot? I was like, £10 an hour. She literally went, yeah.
Yeah, of
Like-
course. Yeah, right. So
She was like a blink. She was like,
she's like, yeah.
She was so excited, and I thought, oh fuck, like I should have like asked for way more.
yeah.
But obviously, I thought way more was like £15 an hour.
No, but when you
I was so excited to get £10 an hour though. So I went to this shoot, and it ended up being 3 hours, so it's £30. And then she ended up transferring me like 50 quid. 'Cause I think she felt bad.
Yeah.
She felt bad for me, and I was like, oh my god, I got 50 quid.
Yeah.
Little pinky.
Pinky in the purse.
And then like as I posted all these like free shoots for 3 years, my followers just grew. And then that's when I got scouted on Instagram.
Okay.
But I was with an agency and they didn't do anything for me for 2 years. Like nothing. I went to so many castings, didn't get one job. Like not one
Like that.
from these castings.
Yeah.
And then I left the agency. They got me like 2 jobs in like 2 years.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
wow.
Even though I don't even know, like, I'm not gonna sit here and sound a lot about the industry, but even hearing those sort of numbers, that's crazy.
doesn't really add up,
Yeah,
does it?
you'd expect way more.
Yeah, and then I only started like properly I don't even think I like properly model now anyway. I do more Instagram than I model. But like at the age of literally when I met Karim, like that's when I actually started, because I was literally so broke before then.
Look at his face.
Look at his face.
I tease her about something because I say to her, basically when she met me.
Here we go. When you met me, your life changed.
I changed you, baby.
Went up.
Baby, we made it.
Everything good. Like introducing her to new things.
Come on.
Been eating, doing good.
Winding.
Me,
Shining.
bro, my thing went.
Hey.
And I was
Quick
like,
rolls reverse.
What's going on?
I was like,
No, honestly, I was literally like, I had no money in my bank account when I met Karim. Like, I was so broke. I was like, applying for Nando's jobs.
Yeah.
I was on like 35k or something. Or I just reached 40k.
40K,
Yeah, I just reached 40k when I met you. And like now you can probably earn decent amount of money, not decent, but like a bit of money. But back then I didn't really know that you could like be earning from Instagram.
No,
That's it.
that's the thing though, isn't it? Yeah. Like if you at the time when you first start, especially like
Anything.
Instagram was still relatively young in terms of like,
Popular, yeah.
making money off it or like making a living off it. So,
Back
like, so-
then, like no
back
one
then,
knew.
like,
I didn't have
you-
any friends in the industry.
exactly, that's the thing.
Like talking to people and then asking for their rates, you kind of like have an idea. And then literally like after I met Karim, like I started
Business was booming.
yeah.
Business was booming.
Teamwork makes the dream work, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Teamwork.
Yeah, like
I'm
I think
the boyfriend of my life.
Yeah.
Coach. Inspirational.
Come on.
He's got
Sprinkle it for them.
Motivation.
No, but it's interesting, like a point you said, Melissa, about like in the beginning you had no initial like rates that you had for your work or like what you did. But then Karim was saying, for example, he started off at ASOS, and then was there that kind of discrepancy for you whereby you didn't know how much to charge, or like was that just a set thing which you were like, okay, cool, ASOS is offering me X amount of money, I'm just gonna take it?
No, so like, and I've always said to Melissa, basically, I've had an agency from day one.
Okay.
So a lot of, and this is what I say to a lot of when people ask me, oh, how do I get into it?
Mm.
I have to tell them that I was very much lucky.
Fortunate. Yeah, 100%.
Very
Counting your
lucky
blessings every time. You know what I'm saying?
And it was because there's certain people that obviously want to be a model from 16, 17, and as a guy, I'd say it's harder because
much harder.
the industry is dominated by women. Do you know what I mean?
But then that being said, like, would you say that, for example, because of there's like a saturation in the women's industry, whereby like there's 101 teenage girls, for example, like girls growing up say that, oh, I want to be like so and so on Instagram.
Yeah.
Would you say that with boys it's less, which therefore means that the pot is generally bigger for when you guys actually do get jobs?
Man, like Billy, even I'm thinking about a response to that. That's a mad one. I like that.
I get what you're saying. Like, 100%. I think for boys, it's more. It's obviously there's the whole bravado of like, okay, modeling isn't really for a lot of guys. It's not their thing.
100%.
100% at all. Whatever. Like, even if you put whatever 10K in front of me, I might not do it. You'd be stupid. You'd be stupid not to do it. But
no, but there are people
Every
out there.
job, you know.
I do it, bro. I'm like, what? Say less then.
But no, I think 100% for guys. Obviously, there's. I wouldn't say there's less competition. I'd say competition has risen over especially from when I started.
Yeah.
It's gone up a lot. Because of Instagram.
Absolutely.
Like, I'd say that the name of a model has changed drastically.
Yeah, ridiculously.
Accessibility as well, isn't it? Because now
some people only get booked because they've got followers.
That's
seriously?
That's it, having a following.
Even
is
if
obviously
you're
big,
like, say there's a 10-10 with like 900 followers, and there's like a 7 out of 10 with like 400,000, they'll get booked because
Well, then they're both
not
feeding
only
off the
getting
exposure,
them-
isn't it? Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me then, because it's interesting because obviously the industry works in so many different ways and stuff, and you kind of navigate through and stuff. But I feel like there's always a moment where it's like, right, you see like this job here or this one, this is the one, and it's just like, boom, like you just go, because then the litness comes with it, like the parties and just like the events and stuff. So was there like a job for either of you where you was like, yeah, this one, love it? Or if it hasn't happened, like which one would it be, sort of thing?
It's a great question.
Yeah, I'd say.
No, like when you've arrived, like when you get a casting, you're like, yeah, this one's wavy.
I'd say for me, I've had both aspects. I think there's for me, obviously there's always levels to whatever you want. So for me, coming into the industry and not sort of wanting to be a model, I didn't really have any aspirations other than just, you know what, whatever I do, I'll put 110 into
Absolutely.
it. You know what I mean? That's how I am.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I remember, obviously, Billboard was like, wow, like, incredible. And my JD one was probably, and still will be.
Nah, that was big.
Nah,
that was big.
That must be mental though. You're kind of just walking on the street and up in London, you're seeing yourself.
You know what made that one
plastered?
That's what made that one so special was and this literally happened. Like in that year, I went to LA. Then later on in that year, I then got the job for JD.
Yeah.
And I'd worked for JD a couple of times as doing e-com, so like doing on the website and everything like that. But this was then gonna be, this was like
brand image,
Yeah, so it was in store, just everywhere, and it was Europe wide. So I was like, crazy.
I remember one time, me and Krim hadn't spoke for like a little while, just like a month or two. I was in Oxford Circus, and literally I was walking past, and I was like, wait, what?
Wait, hold the blink a couple times.
I remember I FaceTimed him, and I was like, bro, like,
is this
JD?
Is this
like,
how you
is that you, or is that someone who looks exactly
like you? Yeah.
And then, bro, like, he was just like, he was lost for words for a few minutes, and at that moment I realized that this one means a lot to me. This one I was like, you know what, like, because before he showed me other random pictures that he'd taken like for other brands or whatever, and he was like, yeah, but it's what it is, just part and parcel.
Yeah, and that's
but it's true though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then when he was like, bro, like, Oxford Circus.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, like, look.
Yeah.
Like, it's there. And that's what I was like, wow.
What more do you want me to do?
You know like that?
You know what it was? I and this is what I was saying about that year. That year was so 2018. My best year.
That was it.
It was my. It was my favorite year. Like literally. Yeah. 2018 was.
But for clearing, yeah.
Just a crazy year for me. Like.
No, honestly, bro, like salute, man. Salute.
Crazy.
That's very good.
I was in South Africa. So I'd got an agency in South Africa. I'd moved to Cape Town in like end of August or something like that. And then I was there till December. So around about October, it all came out. It was just in wherever. Yeah. And people were like sending me pictures of it and tagging me in it. And then I was like, swear, what's going on? And it was meant to be. I don't know if it was meant to be for Christmas or like just before Christmas, like October time. And yeah, people were sending me like loads of videos. But the one thing that made that special, that made me think like, wow,
yeah, this is it,
was my mum. She was like, she was like, oh, hi, I miss you a lot, but I just saw this, so I don't really miss you that much. She sent me a picture, and then she went into JD, and I can imagine what she's like in JD. Listen, this is my son.
Big up auntie, bro.
Yeah, that was a special
big energy.
She took a picture. She got someone to take a picture of. Like there's as soon as you go into JD in Oxford Street, there was a picture just of me, and I think another person, and yeah, she took the picture of it, and she was over the moon, man. Nice, and then from that point, that was like that was the level I was I'm content with that.
When your friends and your family are starting to see you and notice you, is that like the moment then where you're like, that's more special because you're being noticed.
Yeah, especially in this modeling thing, like you tell someone older, like, oh, what do you do for a living? And you're like, oh, I work as a model, and they're like, okay, so what do you really do? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Because until they see, oh wow, he's actually like on Oxford Street. Oh wow, he's actually doing this. People don't see it as like
that's a very
a lot of people say, oh, I'm a model.
I had to get used to, and I still cringe.
Yeah, it's so cringy.
I do cringe at saying that.
What about you, Melissa? What about you?
It's cringy. I don't even like to like say I do influence. Like I don't like the word influencer. Like,
I hear a lot of people, they cringe at both model and influence because it's like when you talk about the sort of preconceptions of it all, you know, we all know what the sort of typical influencer or model is like. You know, there's always
a lot of generalizations, a lot of
stereotypes,
which are very just like poorly. Like
stereotypes, but also I feel like people don't see it as a real job. Like,
they just think it's like, oh, this person just takes pictures and gets paid for it, but they don't realize that actually the person has substance and
like there's a lot of background to it.
Absolutely,
like,
there's a lot of work.
Of emailing, like finding, like you know how much I struggle with finding locations and like I literally drive like 2 hours somewhere just to take a picture and then 2 hours back and then like it literally
but you got to support the grind. And this is the thing. A lot of people whip up Instagram, whip up like Facebook or just any platform and be like, oh yeah, just pictures.
You just see the picture.
Like
it's taking time and effort to put into
bro.
There is so much hard work and dedication that goes into it to have the affiliations with like the companies, for example.
Factual.
Find locations, actually like dressing up, making yourself like look presentable, and then actually just getting someone to actually just like journey, come on the journey with you and actually just take the pictures.
I pay my friends sometimes to take my pictures.
No, but
really,
yeah.
You need more friends?
I'm here, innit?
I'm joking, bro.
You're on the podcast. I'm here. We can
even when petrol's low.
I got you.
Like even the other day, like one of my friends, obviously my friends sometimes will do it for free because like you're my friend, but obviously a lot of them work 9 to 5. Like I don't have a lot of influencer friends, so I don't want to pay for a photographer. They are so expensive. Like it's just not worth it.
Absolutely.
But like one of my friends cancelled on me last minute, and literally I was like for 3 hours I was like begging like anyone to come and take pictures with me. I was like, I'll pay you, like please, because I have deadlines.
Show's thinking, where was my call up?
If only I'd have known this a week ago. If only I'd have known.
Speedy Gonzalez.
I'd have been there. Bilal, drop me there. Drop me there now.
Bilal, drop me there.
Oh, no, back to it. So obviously you're panicking now because obviously you've got deadlines, and that's what it is. You're not just taking these pictures.
But then also it's the pictures get rejected a lot of times, you know. Like it has. It's very specific, especially one brand that I work for, which pays me the most. That's why I don't really care. But they are so specific, aren't they? They sent me. I don't want to bitch about the brand.
Hey,
I know they're not gonna watch this, so I don't really care. But
you're on camera, but they're no face okay.
like I got emails after my Mykonos trip last year because they blew. Obviously, it's holiday pictures, like they're always gonna blow. When I came back to London doesn't look like Mykonos.
No.
Yeah.
So why did I get? So I'm going to the nicest parts of London because I know how picky they are. I'm going to like where all the pretty lights are, but this is like December when I'm freezing cold in a dress, like shaking like that. And then they're going, oh no.
You had to do it.
You see it. He was waiting.
They're saying, oh no, can you make it look like this, the background? And then sending me pictures of Mykonos by like the palm trees and stuff. I'm like, London doesn't look like this.
Yeah.
I'm literally doing the most for you.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, like, can you at least try and do it similar? And I'm like...
I'll be saying, do you want to book me a flight back?
Yeah,
that's a week's holiday.
No, honestly, I was so close, but you can't be rude.
Absolutely.
But like, obviously, you can't be rude because that's like, they're paying you. But like, I was just like, what the hell? Like, and my pictures got rejected. I had to do them again. It's like you don't know whether they're gonna be good enough or not.
You know when you go to these like locations, for example, like in London, but outside of London, just to get what the doctor orders, essentially, when people see you take pictures, how is that? Because there are some weirdos in this world.
Oh, bad, bro.
There are some absolute weirdos in this world. Like, have you guys had any like?
I've had people laugh at me. People record me.
The guy.
People record.
Oh yeah. This guy. So I was taking pictures outside New Bond Street. I don't know if you guys know that. A lot of people go outside Dior and stuff like that.
Yeah. Or
so I was taking pictures, for this brand that I was saying. And then this guy came in his Range Rover, parked right behind my car.
No.
Started recording me in his car. My friend was taking pictures of me and he was recording me, and then Nicole was like to me, like, this guy's recording you, look. And so I stopped because I don't want to be recorded.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, of course.
And then he came out and then we were like, why are you recording and stuff like that? And he was like, no, I'm not. We're like, okay, cool. Like, he might have not been because like it was really dark. It was literally like 9 p.m. And then he was and then he got a chair out of his car. Started doing a music video.
No.
Like, you're recording.
Bro, the biggest hypocrite ever.
And you're doing a whole music video. And I'm just taking a picture. I was like, it's not that funny. Like,
do you know what makes me laugh though? Is like,
and I'm getting paid for this.
And
he's
you're the joke, man.
And you know what's funny?
Well done.
He probably had to fund it himself.
Yeah, well
he was actually my friend's friend.
No,
so he put me on his Snapchat story, laughing faces, going, look at these girls doing it all for the gram, lol, like stuff like that, and like proper recording me taking pictures. And then my friend sent it to me and and basically said like, what the fuck? And so I messaged him on Insta. I found him on Instagram because I wanted to message him off my account. And I was like, I see you did recording and put it up on your story. I was like, it's not really that funny, to be honest.
Love that.
And then he looked at it and he ignored me for a while because I think he was like thinking of what to say.
Embarrassed himself.
He was embarrassing.
Very embarrassed.
And then I was like, you're doing up music videos, but you're recording me, lol. And then
tell him again.
Let's go.
He goes, he put so many laughing faces. And he goes, what a small world this is.
Oh, you see,
he realised. He's like, I got nabbed.
And he deleted it straight away.
Yeah, he realised.
He deleted it. He felt like a dickhead.
And how many followers are you at this point? This must have been post 100, right?
Yeah, this was like a couple months back.
Oh, that recently?
Really?
This year?
Yeah, it was.
Rotted. Fresh juice. Fresh juice. I love fresh juice.
OJC exclusive.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Do you remember the rapper's name so we can bait him out?
Exposure.
Allow him.
Don't give him the exposure he deserves.
Trying to get us on world star. Allow him.
He wasn't even.
Good vibes
like,
only.
no, I don't know.
Good vibes only.
It is quite ironic though that there'll be people sort of pointing and laughing at you.
Yeah.
But then they'll be doing.
There's a lot of older men like.
I usually find that it's the older generation that don't really understand, because that's what it is. It's like now people, there are people who do the vanity shoots just for themselves, but you're not out here.
If it was my choice, I wouldn't be there, like in the freezing cold.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Of course not.
Like, I don't do this for fun.
Have you had any photo bombers?
Sorry?
You had any photo bombers?
For people at
Oh.
top.
I think that, if I was drunk and I was down the street, I'd
I
probably go.
always at a restaurant, I always get these like sleazy, drunk old men always like me. And like when I was like, can you airdrop me the picture of us?
Airdrop, you know?
Yeah, like, I just don't like it. I'm just like, get off me, like.
That's one way to get a number though.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Every 1 in 6 is a weirdo.
Yeah, big time. But no, it's crazy because obviously you hear like, and obviously we know from here having conversations with Krim, like the work that goes into it. Like it's not a joke, and like people don't appreciate.
I mean, it is like. It is a lot better than you're working for yourself.
Yeah,
so you can like decide when it is like a lot more relaxed. But I think it's not as easy as people.
No, absolutely.
No, of course not.
Don't know about it.
Like it can be quite ruthless if they want to be, can't they?
Yeah. And you have to get all these deals yourself. Like if you're not working for it, no, you're not gonna get any money. Like,
that's where the stereotypes, like for me, they're unjust. Being like working in this industry, you are working for you're an entrepreneur, man. Like, forget the title of being a model. You work for yourself. Yeah. So what you put in, you get out.
Yeah.
And there will be, and there's been times, especially say like if you want to build your book and you want to get out there and you want to, you know, work with whoever. Your agency will only help you so much. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Other than that, it's you to go out there and do
you versus the
what
world,
you do
bro.
Absolutely.
So yeah, man,
it's like though, like what Krim and Melissa were both saying earlier, and both of them, they've used the transferable skills and what they've learned from other hardships in life to get to where they are now. Both of them, big them up, university graduates, like very smart.
Soon. It's coming home. No, it's coming home.
Know how to work hard. Know how to play hard. But I think that shines, especially just like in conversation with both Krim and Melissa, that it's one of those things where that random stereotype where just because they do Instagram, they probably can't even read a page of a book. like you hear these stupid things on Twitter, but it goes to show you that they couldn't get to where they are right now without those skills which they learned and that hard graft, which, like Melissa was saying, that she was broke before she started Instagram. She was working hard, £10 an hour. She was like, oh my, like I'm gassed. And salute.
Humble beginnings.
It goes to show that that hard work has come to fruition now. And now instead of saying, what should I do? You've got experience, you've got skills which you guys have learned, and now pioneers in the game. Pioneers in the game.
Don't clap.
No, like credit where credit's due.
Credit where
But then also, I feel like a lot of these influencers, that's their side job.
Oh,
like
really?
a lot of these girls that I like make friends with, like a lot of them have businesses, or like this one girl that I'm on holiday with, big up Yasmin. She like works a 9 to 5. She's got the same amount of followers as me, basically. She works 9 to 5, and then she started her own clothing line.
That's big.
And then she does Instagram on the side as well. So she probably gets judged a lot because she's an influencer, but that's literally her side job.
Work rate, innit?
You know what as well?
A lot of them don't like. No one really like knows that these girls like have actual like other jobs.
I love
and stuff
that.
Like
I think it's a good opportunity for a lot of people as well, because like you say, you've risen your followers and everything. It comes hand in hand. Like you can start your businesses and you've already got the exposure and the followers to be able to just throw it out there.
Yeah.
And like you basically got a platform already for yourself. Like, you built yourself to a brand where it's like, you know what, I can do anything.
No, but I still will take that hard work though.
That's what I mean. But they've done that. Do you know what I mean? You put that work in. Now these guys, you're both at a platform. You know, let's say this is a good question actually. Where is the end to modeling? Because obviously we're talking about beauty and the privilege of beauty. Obviously, age happens. You know. So
That's a great
have you guys ever thought about
Exit
what's
strategy,
next, or like what's the future? Where maybe them grey hairs start to come, Chris.
little grey hairs and a little. You know what I mean?
Listen, my dad still gets hair like that.
Uncle Francis.
He's blessed.
I'm good. No, like especially, and that's the same with me. So where I was working as just solely a model, and especially after uni, I think more so because I was like, I came up uni, I did uni, cool, graduated. 2-1, fine.
Come on.
Happy. And then I remember like my dad was like, what are you gonna do? And I was like, well, I don't don't really want a 9 to 5 anymore.
Yeah.
And it did. Modeling changed my aspect of what I wanted to do in my life.
Yeah.
Because it made me think, no, I don't want to work for someone. I can't.
Yeah.
Financially free that you can
Yeah.
do what you want. That's everyone's
I
dream,
don't
really.
even. I can't even.
Fathom,
I can't even think about doing that right now. I can't.
Once you work for yourself, I feel like it's harder to
Go
Absolutely.
back. Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
So I was just like, I was in the mindset of, okay, cool. I'll just continue modeling, and luckily, again, everything went well. And then up until COVID, I was like, all right, cool. It's obviously it got a bit tough, like, but I still, again, you know, I put
Kept
money
pushing,
away,
kept
put
pushing.
money away,
Yeah.
save, and then you go into other things. You put money into other things. You invest in whatever you need to invest. And some people are good, very good at doing it, and some people in the industry are terrible at doing it.
Yeah.
But no, like, I think it's hard to really say. It is hard to. Really
But
say.
in your head, though, do you guys have a point where you guys are gonna be like, okay, as long as the fruits are there, we'll continue doing it?
100%.
Or do you guys have a thing where once we reach or get X point, that's gonna be our exit strategy? That's when you're gonna be like, okay, cool, we've done what we wanted to do in the game, in the industry, and now we're gonna diversify and take our not fan base, but like your base of like followers essentially, and take that elsewhere. Do you guys have anything like that, or?
Yeah, I feel like right now, because I'm at uni, I think it's very hard for me to do something else other than Instagram and modeling. Just too much. Like, can't do another
Balance,
thing.
isn't it? Yeah.
But once I finish uni, like, I definitely don't want to just stick to Instagram. But like, I'll have so much more time.
Absolutely.
And obviously, the more followers you get, the more money you get. So then the less posts you do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, so you have more time on your hands. So I definitely, like, I'd start a business or something.
I respect that.
I respect.
Like, if you've got a platform now, you might as well use it.
And I think that's the important
Yeah.
part to sort of utilize, because you don't want to just let those followers just sit there and just kind of rust away. Like, you can always like
can do
followers
so
is
much.
money. That's like
Yeah.
currency now. It's crazy to think in, you know, and you know, back when you had 35k, I don't think there was the rule of what was defined as a celebrity. But now, technically, according to the advertising agencies, if you have 35k or more, you're a celebrity now.
Is it?
Yeah, legit. Yeah, they
Cringe.
released. It's like, so you can literally classify yourself, but they do that more just so
Can you
that they can.
Ev's on the podcast.
But
We here, baby.
I think that was the advertising standard agency saying that so that they could clarify for businesses when you're dealing with people with 35k or more followers, you have to treat them as if they are celebrities.
Approach them in a certain way, isn't it?
Because there was the whole, I don't know if you remember the
Wish I could get that, boy.
Fire Festival. You remember?
Yeah.
That it was after those shenanigans that Instagram had to start being more serious with you having to say ads or gifted.
I find that so cringe.
Oh,
But like, sometimes I'm forced. Well, I should really post it on all of them. But I find it so cringe.
I don't think it's that bad.
No, it is, like, because I do a lot of ads. Like, you guys probably don't even know sometimes what is ad and what isn't.
That's what's crazy.
oh, swear.
Like, I'll post something, and sometimes I got a deal once where I didn't need to tag it at all. As long as I'm wearing it, I'm getting paid for that. You guys don't know that
Quick
that's
business.
an ad. Do you guys know what I mean?
yeah,
But I
100%.
find putting ads like the cringiest thing
Nah,
ever.
I hear that.
I do understand.
Like-
Completely.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It can get long as well because it's just like you were saying, you don't really know what is an advert, and I find that sometimes, like, obviously, bar the obvious adverts where it's like you on
Hashtag
stories,
ad,
like you
Or
go
even
on
like
stories
in
it's like
partnership with it.
every other third story is a bloody advert. It'll be something that you spoke about. Like, I remember I was speaking about I wanted to try and get into gym and get like fitness bands, and like every other story was like fitness bands. So I'm like, this is sickening. But then you go on your actual feed, and that's all ads as well. So it just kind of turns into a point where you have to kind of turn the whole posting on Instagram into a whole business.
It's funny that you say that because I'll be scrolling down. I'll be like, KF96, he's got a new photo or something up story. Then I'm scrolling down. It's like sponsored.
Yeah.
This guy again, but he's like, an advert. Oh, get rid of this guy off my page. You know? He's everywhere.
Like there was one advert where it came up and you just did the whole like lip licking.
Come on! I'm biting. Don't forget that.
It's like,
Don't forget that. Signature.
I was waiting for this.
Signature.
I was waiting for this to come.
Signature.
because obviously I get like the other. It'd be strange when you come up for an ad. So I wanted to ask, have there ever been like, what's like, obviously the best one for you was like the billboard stuff, that was the humbling one. So, but what's the weirdest one you've had?
That's
Weirdest ad.
Yeah.
Like, you did not expect to see your picture associated with that essential, like.
Like, do you imagine
industry.
I
yourself
don't
being
think
on a
that's
billboard
allowed.
in China?
What do you mean? Like, as in, like a job that I've done that I thought was weird, or like as
No, because you told like for context, you've told us a story about how one of your mates was just up in Times Square. He took a picture somewhere else, but then he didn't even know, but it was just up in Times Square.
Oh, so yeah,
that kind. I think that's what the show's trying to go with it.
So like, yeah, it's basically so. Especially if you're doing like just a brand that you don't, because you will like you're not gonna do brands that you know. Essentially, like you're gonna do brands that like, and they won't even be. Like, once I did one, it was like a commercial for like Dixon's. What was it? Like PC World, like commercial.
No way.
I've never seen it to this day. Yeah? Money's in my bank. I've never seen it to this day.
The matters, baby.
But my point is that someone might see it and then send it to you, because that's how. And like, for example, my boy, he saw me in a catalog, which was for like, you know, like brands who are like, they're buying bulk clothes in bulk.
Okay, yeah.
To then print whatever they need to print.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I was in this book wearing the standard kit, like standard whatever it was, like polo t-shirt or whatever, trousers. And I remember the job. I went up to Glasgow to do it, and this was like a year ago. And he said he saw it like this was like 2-3 weeks ago. I spoke to him.
Oh man.
He was like, "Yeah, bro, I saw you like a minute ago. Like, I was just trying to sort out stuff for my brand and that.
Yeah.
And I saw you, and I was like, and there's things like that where I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And you'll look and you'll see it. And you'll be like,
Yeah, I
what's
can't
dangerous
believe
with that
it.
as
I
well?
can't believe it.
Because obviously that's kind of like stock photo-esque, right?
yeah.
You literally just be wearing a plain t-shirt or plain polo, but then if that photo then gets used on, like, let's say for example Etsy or Redbubble, people can then start just putting any random print on. Any like you could just have a t-shirt that just says it's coming home, or and that's just what I find crazy.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say
I have that a lot. Like, I'm always on AliExpress. I get girls sending me pictures. Or like once actually, I wore a plain white dress, and then I was just scrolling through Instagram. Why do I see my picture in that plain white dress with prints all over the white dress, and they're selling that dress as well?
No.
And I see it as an advert, and I'm like, I've never worn
never
that.
had that.
And then it's just using my photo, and they're using the white dress, but like with writing all over it.
Yeah.
So I get like, obviously that's like really illegal. Like you can't.
If you want to make a
you can't
claim,
do
back
that.
on Bill, I got
Yeah.
you.
I'm on like Ali. Yeah, what's the other one? There's AliExpress and there's.
Alibaba.
Yeah, I'm on that as well.
That's the wholesale one. That's when
Yeah.
they're just making it
Yeah.
and shipping
They
it.
take
to
my
people
picture and they
to-
change the color of like what I'm wearing.
I didn't even.
Sell that.
I didn't even know you could edit.
Photoshop's
Yeah.
doing bits.
Yeah, bruv,
do
just
that.
Chasing the bag.
It's mad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
legally, is that allowed?
Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Not even if it's like hidden.
Because that gets
small
into like
print.
license agreements, and then it gets into like, image rights. It's a whole world.
See, that's
it's a whole
see
different
that
world.
that can be like one of the elements of the dark side of it all. Like back in the day, it was just you did a shoot, you were in a magazine.
You
and
can
maybe
do
like-
something about it, but oh my god, the time that.
It's long, yeah, it's very time consuming.
One thing I
Being
always,
very costly as well.
one thing I always say to Krim is that sometimes you don't potentially realize how much revenue you could be missing out on by not making a claim. It's like there are certain claims that people just what the hell's like,
Oh, so you're saying if the claim was made,
if the claim was
the
made,
money they've
Big
already
piece,
made
big
from
piece.
it,
there is money to be like there is
because
more
they've
money
already
to be
made money from the picture previously.
Absolutely, and then
Yeah, rather than them
and
just
then the
taking it down,
publicity
kind of thing.
of making that claim, because all like legal cases are public knowledge. The publicity and it'll probably be in the newspaper. If this is to do with Instagram, you've got more than like 10,000 followers, for example. It'll be in the newspaper, and that's just gonna enhance your image even more.
Yeah, no,
Literally.
I remember actually touching on that. I remember this wasn't one of my proudest moments, but basically, I was working at ASOS, and this was like the early stage of my career, early stage of this process was like I don't know. Don't ask me why, but like obviously it's a fashion industry,
Yeah.
So the domination is fashion, and for some reason, for guys at that time was you know, like women wear what they called the neck,
Chokers.
Chokers.
but for guys,
Say swear.
yeah,
Nah.
And you had to wear a choker?
that's where
For the pod, can we get an exclusive? Can you take them home?
these chokers were
Oh no.
fruity.
Oh, man.
They're a bit mad. Like,
Nah, experiment.
He didn't ask Madam to show that picture.
You were smart with that one. You were smart
no
with that
chance,
one.
man. And yeah, no. So I remember me and I can't remember, there was another model who had to wear it, and then like a week later, I'd say,
That's mad.
we ended up in I think it was the Sun or something.
No.
Nah.
Some newspaper. It was some, I can't remember. It was some newspaper saying like ASOS models wearing chokers and that.
Yeah.
Face it, and I was like, no.
You need to show me that.
Show us that. I want to see it.
You know what? Yeah, I think this lends on very nicely to another interesting topic: pictures being used out of context.
Yeah.
So tell us about our friend Kane.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The famous.
Oh no.
The famous.
And we're not talking about Harry Kane.
Yeah.
There's a whopping story.
Alright, so shall I explain who Kane?
Bro, quick summary from the beginning.
Okay, so Kane basically started. It's been 2 years, probably 2 or 3 years.
He's been on the journey.
And Kane's probably watching this right now.
Yeah, I think you know what, Kane is probably watching it.
Kane's waiting for this one.
Kane the Catfisher.
Kane, if you're watching this, like and subscribe. Do your thing, bro. So no, Kane, like basically, I remember I'd get messages from girls saying, "Oh, you're like we're speaking on."
You still do that.
Yeah, still to this day.
Nah.
On,
Still going. Mad thing.
What was it called? Like on
Tinder.
Tinder. And I'd be like, what? I'd be like, no. And then they'd show me, they'd screenshot and show me like not the messages, but like the pictures that they're using.
Nah.
I remember people were using like the full, like my full Instagram pictures.
Nah.
Put it on there. And then I remember like one girl, she was like, yeah, like we was fully gonna meet.
Oh,
And I remember when,
It's like Catfish.
Yeah.
I remember at one stage.
This edit's gonna be crazy.
But yeah, all right, cool. We're back on live. Sorry
Back
about
in,
that.
back in.
Musical chairs, quick time.
Alright, so Kane, yeah.
Yeah.
Kane, basically, this guy is like, he's like from Tinder, basically, obviously messaging all these girls, and he's got his bio, you know, like 6'2",
Them ones.
this, that, and the other. And yeah, like girls will message me to this day and be like, I've had a full conversation, had a phone conversation.
what?
So have you not been able to shout like?
Certain girls have sent mad
Yeah.
stuff.
Nah.
Mad stuff.
Nah.
And I'm like,
Where's this brother? Can
So
we
wait,
track him or nothing?
He's got to be a similar complexion, though. You know what I mean? We're trying to figure out a picture of this guy. Like,
they've never seen his face. That's what I'm saying. So they're just on
And
the
no one
phone.
ever got to the stage of actually meeting him.
No.
Of course not.
Yeah, no, but like that.
But I've heard basically some girl dropped the deets that he's from Midlands.
Midlands.
Yeah, he's from Midlands, like Wolverhampton. Or...
Nah, Black Country too. Yeah.
That's the thing. Just don't know what's true.
True.
That's a mazza.
But yeah, so,
He doesn't know where you're from. And remember when I first met you, I thought you was from up north.
yeah, what weird.
What? What?
Wait. Why did you think that?
No,
That's such a bizarre thing to say.
No.
At that point, let me just tell you something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, nah, man.
Kane Francis. Always,
Telling me.
No, because I don't feel like there's a lot of boys in London that model.
Fair
No,
enough.
I don't feel like there's a lot of northern boys that model.
I mean,
Like,
I have no idea, but
You know,
what I
like-
will say is the closest I've felt, because I'm gonna bring it on. Like when it comes to modeling, you see people and you can't really tell like who's from where. It's mad.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Especially if you haven't like heard their voice and stuff.
Yeah, it's mad. It's so weird. I think the closest time, and not taking this off you, Kay, but the only time I've ever felt like I'm a model per se, or like I'm the guy, was when was it? It was like last week. So I was out, and it was me and the lady. We was out, and I was doing my thing, and this someone from I was in M&S, and this aunt, I call her auntie. I'm not gonna make no names or nothing. Auntie in it. So auntie's there in it, and I'm like doing my thing, fresh trim as we do. You know how the fresh trim goes in it.
Slaps.
It's like that. It's like that.
Different gravy.
Different gravy. So I'm in there and just doing my thing in that, and then she's like, "This is the only time I've ever felt like like any model, any importance, anything." So I'm in there, I'm chilling, and I'm like waiting to go. So I'm buying pre-drinks and stuff, right? Like for an event I'm going to. Might have been a funky ass thing. So I'm in the queue now, and I'm like, oh yeah, like, do you mind if I like go over there, do my thing? She's like, yeah, of course you can. Of course you can. So I was like, alright, weird. Anyways, so go over there, yeah.
You loved it, really. Didn't
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh.
you loved it.
I was like, babe, don't get jealous. Like, auntie's onto it, and she's like, how old are you? Because we was buying alcohol, and she was like, oh, you look so young. And I was like, oh, I took out my ID, like, I'm 25. She's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. Whatever. So we're going through, and then I scanned my stuff for her, and she's like, oh, do you want to like do like a little survey for me, sort of thing? And she's telling me her name. Like, she gets out, like, you know the thing, like, it's like a stock control thing, like where they do the feedback and then So you do I was filling out the feedback, and she was like, just chatting to me, and she was like, so where are you from? Like, proper asking man questions, and like, babes is there, and she's like, can you fight to babes, innit? Like, can you fight, sort of thing? And I'm like, bro, like, what's going on here? Like,
Can you fight?
Yeah. I'm like, I thought we were just being friendly, sort of thing. And then I'm just chilling, like, just scanning everything through. And then, like, get to the end of filling out the feedback. She's like to me, oh, did you put your name in there? I was like, what the fuck am I putting my name in there for? Like, I'm just doing feedback.
Yeah, anonymous.
Like, yeah. Don't matter. And she's like, oh, yeah, you put your name in there? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, and don't forget to put your number.
Oh,
Jesus.
And I was like, well. And Lily was like, have him. You can have him. It's fine. Like, take him. It's all good. Nah, that's why she asked her, can you fight?
Right.
You like that? I was just, I just walked out.
She disposed of you like that.
I just walked out, and I was just like, raw. So that's the only time I've ever felt at all. But nothing like Kane. But I just thought.
No.
How does that make you feel though when you see guys using your Tinders and
I'd be gassed.
profiles?
No,
Does that make it weird? Like,
Hey, John,
surely
you must be mad.
No.
I must be
Like,
the guy.
No. In one instance, like because obviously it's different. Like if you're
Probably the first time.
the first time, you could be like, what?
But do you know what? Kane and other people are using it, yeah? There could be actually very, like, numerous different people using it, you know? That's the thing.
But
like,
there are. There's
like
Kane, there's Simon, there's Pete.
Simon.
Listen. If you're gonna catfish me,
At least make it look believable.
real talk.
Kane's not bad though. He's
Name's
got the K.
Believable, but like, yeah, Kane was.
Yeah, that was decent.
I can't lie, yeah. I do like. There's two sides of me. I'm like, bro, this guy's a weirdo, but at the same time, I'm like,
Imagine it's a guy though.
oh whatever.
Exactly. No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Why would it be a
Could be.
girl?
There's a
Bro,
lot-
you never know.
You never know, man.
You never know.
What, you reckon? Wait, is it consensus room that it could be a girl?
It
could be a girl.
Yeah.
He knows and
A girl,
be
but
a girl,
why?
bro.
What would be? Why?
Yeah, but I knew this girl in my secondary school
Yeah.
who pretended to be a boy to
Nah.
girls because she was secretly lesbian.
No.
Or
Yeah,
just
yeah.
people just want to chat to
Exclusive.
people because they're lonely.
Yeah.
It really is that.
Yeah.
But there are so many nefarious reasons as to someone might catfish, and
Yeah.
it's like there's the whole
Confident.
No
girl who's trying to
way.
get her best friend to get away from chatting to a
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
There's
Trying
you
to
know,
catch them out.
Yeah.
you know,
And people proposition
Okay.
people, you know, and ask for significant amounts of money, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I was actually watching the American Catfish like 2 days ago. And wait, I actually got a message from UK Catfish.
No.
Is it?
One of the producers, and basically they like messaged me ages ago. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said
told
I'm
him.
not really like I don't get as catfished as my boyfriend.
Yeah.
So you can like message him. So I did.
Yeah. Come straight up to.
And they messaged me 2 days ago again,
No.
saying, "Oh, we're now looking again. If you know anyone, we're now doing £250 referrals to anyone who, like, if
No
we end up
way,
using
nice.
them, then we'll give you
That's
£250 for every person that we use."
Okay.
I was like, "Yeah, my boyfriend."
And Kane, if you're out there, quick bag.
Exactly. It's a
Reveal yourself.
He's killing the cash cow for both of us.
But that's just what happens, bro. Like.
As funny as it is, it's very dark.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, you don't know
feel
what could
sorry for
come
them.
from
Like,
it.
they
No,
must be
absolutely.
So lonely.
Mm.
Who do you feel more sorry for? The people that are doing it, or the people that are victimized by it.
Victimised.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
people are probably like, there's people that probably fall in love with these people just so a message.
Big time.
I don't know how that could happen.
I think sorry, but you must be so
That
dumb.
you gotta be
Yeah.
stupid if to not meet someone and get that.
Like
that
even
person.
you, FaceTime is free.
Hey,
There's
come on.
there's
Free.
Skype,
Yes.
There's everything.
Unless they can't afford Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
No, but,
There's Wi-Fi coffee shop.
Yeah, what else, man?
but you know what? One thing I have noticed is this is where like social media is so tapped because people will take face value as like, oh, I know this person. This person's beautiful because of they've just scrolled like down like maybe like 20 pictures, and I'm like, trust me, you don't know who I am. Like I could be a dickhead. Do you know what I mean? I could be like such an arsehole and whatnot, and you don't know it, but you're looking at just face value.
Absolutely.
And that to me, I do think like, right, you're crazy.
Yeah. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Because even like social media, Instagram specifically, you put out what you want people to see.
100%.
And I think a lot of people forget that. Say, oh, this person's life is amazing. This person's life is amazing. Like, God bless you. I hope it is. But they're literally showing you only what they want you to see. Like,
That's with everyone.
Exactly.
No
Yeah.
one's gonna okay. There are some people that love like the attention.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like when they're sad or something, they'll like post just to get the attention.
Move, man.
Yeah, but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm
Attention
not like
seeking,
that. Like,
seriously.
I hate that. So,
Yeah.
like, why would you post your low days on there? You don't want to post that. You don't want to remember that.
Absolutely.
Like, why would you?
What in 5 years' time? Remember you feeling like this? Fuck,
Bro.
you know.
Yeah. Some people do. Some girls are crazy. You know, some girls like take pictures of them crying and stuff.
That's that. I find that so
I don't
crazy.
do that. I find that weird.
Yeah.
There's
People do
like
that.
there's full on TikToks of girls like crying.
Like
And-
they're recording themselves crying.
How do you?
No. People actually do that. That's like,
That's mad.
Bro,
I find that
I don't
really
believe
weird because
it.
I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
you must not be that sad.
Yeah.
Because sorry, but when I'm
Absolutely.
like,
Acting performance.
Yeah,
yeah, it is. Like you're literally looking at yourself
mad.
crying. Like that's funny to me.
I
Sorry.
couldn't even.
I don't feel sorry for you if you're doing that.
That's mad.
wait, videos of yourself crying.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I bawled or cried anyway. So to be able to just.
No, that one has really knocked me for 60.
It's
That's fun, me.
It's just like sometimes I'll be scrolling through reels and it will just come up on like a really sad TikTok and I'm like, but I get that it's sad that like your parents might have died or you're going through a breakup, but why are you posting?
Right,
He took that deep, man.
Just deal with it like a normal person and like suppress it or just like go talk to a
Everyone has
psychiatrist, like-
problems.
Absolutely.
But the sad thing is, it's like they'll do it and they'll get the likes and the comments, and that's what drives up their engagement. And then they'll like boost on from it. They'll get the followers, like they get the pity comments, and then like 2 weeks later they're living normal.
I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. You see, Insta for me, I just use it to be a donkey, bro. Like,
Just have fun in it.
You
There's
just, I
like,
just
like
have
literally-
fun. Like every time you
Just
see
showing
me,
yourself, really.
yeah, bro. Like, I'm a donkey. I don't care. I just show myself, just living life, bro.
Like,
Like, because it's like for me, obviously everyone has it for their different purposes and whatever, and like all of this shit, like where people do different things, like it's fine, do what you're doing, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But me, when you go onto my Insta, my captions, obviously not caption king like you, but
Innit?
my
But you have
captions,
enjoyed Instagram like what 6 months ago?
and I'm going crazy.
Not even that. Not even that.
I'm going crazy, like, but this is the thing, because
you're
I've missed out on lost time. Like, when people see, man, it's like, there's Jordan being a donkey, or there's Jordan just being Jordan. Like, you're never gonna get anything where everyone's like, right, is
You
that,
never know soon.
is that what? Oh, like,
35k
but yeah,
celeb?
come on. If I get there, I get there, innit?
No, but Jules, I hear what you're saying though. Literally, like for me, like I just use Instagram just for like a little bit of fun, just like, just like, just
Just
take
show
it,
the good time.
like,
I don't
bro.
remember the last time I used Instagram for
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, but I was saying like,
Yeah.
because Mel, like, she was saying obviously she doesn't really enjoy Instagram that much, and especially obviously when something becomes a job.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you need to be careful and wary of like what you post at a certain point. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like,
100%.
Exactly, and like,
Also, I feel like I can't be myself.
yeah.
Like, I'm not a shy person, but with strangers I am.
Nah, I hear
And
that.
like when there's so many
Nothing wrong with that.
random strangers viewing your story, it's
Nah, I
daunting
hear
and
that.
very scary. It's like
100%.
yeah, and like if you do something that's like out of character, like you will get judged a lot, and like people always comment on everything.
Yes.
That's why I don't do a lot of stories. I don't talk much because I can't deal with the comments.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
and I like to talk back.
Like kind of damaged it.
Yeah, like if someone
I'm
says
telling
to
her,
me-
no, like, just
Corinne's like, no, just ignore it. Just like,
ignore
block
it.
And I'm like,
And she's
no.
like, no, are you? Right.
That's a real woman. Yeah. What? You want to say
like-
no more?
She's like, no, let me tell you something.
I used to do that so
Serious
much,
smoke.
but now, honestly, because it obviously feeds them,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they love it.
Yeah.
So
Fuel,
now,
fuel.
if you look at my blocked list on Instagram,
Crazy.
I block anyone.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
They haven't even done anything to me.
Oh, like that.
Like they'll
Bye.
comment something
Bye.
weird on my
Yeah.
Instagram post. I'll see it and then I'll just block them. I won't even delete it. I'll just block them. 'Cause I'm like, I
Before
don't
it
want
can
that type
escalate,
of like
yeah.
energy
Like
around
that,
me.
that
I don't want that
bit.
energy.
Do you know what? Yeah, like before we have to wrap up, one thing we wanted to touch on is because you're both in the limelight, for example, on Instagram. Would you say that's impacted your relationship, or like when it started in the beginning, there was some sort of like preconceived like prejudices that you both had of each other, for example, both being involved in the industry?
Like our first judgment of each other.
Yeah, or
And
or just like
But we don't ever argue of it, like social media ever.
because you guys must have some absolute weirdos in your DMs, for example, like in
Like we show each other everything.
Yeah.
We laugh.
Yeah,
It's
like,
probably good that you like because you're both in the industry, you know how it
Understand
works.
it.
Whereas
Yeah.
like if either one of you had a partner that wasn't, they
Yeah.
probably wouldn't understand how it is
Fair.
and like what kind of
I feel like
shit you
it's
get
helped,
back.
like me.
yeah, for
Yeah.
me, like, bro, like, I'm not really, especially if like, say like, for example, someone says, oh, like, and she'll get it. She'll get, oh, like, your body's this or whatever, or say something. I'm not gonna be the fool guy to be like, oh, no, like, why are you saying this about my girlfriend?
Yeah.
Or reply to every comment or whatever, just some idiot guy has said.
There really is just trolls out there just trying to get wind up.
Yeah, so
Get a reaction.
and then with both of us, like again, like, bro, social and when social media, like, when I realized this is such a fake, weird place was once I think I unfollowed like an old school friend. Like, I can't remember why. I think I can't
You
remember.
don't need a reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Come on.
absolutely.
Like, I
Come
just unfollowed him. Like, I hadn't spoken to him about 10 odd years. Yeah.
That's enough.
Just a
Move,
cleanse,
man.
like a follow.
Like that. Move,
Roll
man.
him up.
So and I just thought, all right, maybe he's just not even using Instagram. And then I saw this person, and then the first thing they said, they were like, oh, I haven't seen you in ages. And they're like, yeah, you unfollowed me.
Oh,
Sorry, I met their friend, and then
I find
they
that
came
so
along. They
embarrassing.
were like, you unfollowed me on Instagram, and I was like,
Really?
Nah,
Is it that deep?
That's a conversation exit for me, bro.
I was like,
That's an automatic red flag, you know. Like,
yeah, I was just like, listen, man, allow it. I'll still
It
say
is what it is.
I'll say, I'll still say, yo, what's good on the street
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah,
whatever the
yeah.
case may be. But
But you had a judgment of me before you met me.
Uh-oh.
You kept that one
Sprinkle,
No,
sprinkle.
I get it a lot. Like
Yeah.
people always think I'm a bit
oh no,
spoiled.
yeah,
I'm
100.
stuck up or
I
I'm
thought-
spoiled.
No, because I-
But that's
Moving the
Nah,
night.
yeah, all right. I'll leave it.
I was trying to find. I was navigating a way to get out of
like,
that.
I get that because I feel like a lot of influencers. I've met some really spoiled like girls like that are like I would never, like I tell him everything. Like I would never date a guy who wears Zara or H&M or anything. Like they have to be in Louis V jeans.
Bro.
Like, if they're not wearing Louis Vuitton jeans, then I'm not even looking at them.
That's
Like I've met girls like that.
probably why we never
But
fucked
I
that
think-
models, man. Them.
But it's crazy
Yeah,
because like,
yeah.
like
But that's the problem.
that's the
problem though, because
misconception, yeah.
you could be any ordinary guy who stunts on
Instagram,
wearing Palm Angels.
yeah.
You're still taking a bus. Not that there's anything wrong with taking a bus, but you're still taking a bus, but you're wearing like a grand's worth of
Yeah,
drip.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then
Absolutely.
you're gonna
Drip
get
is everything.
yeah,
now.
and then you're gonna get a girl, and I call them girls because they ain't a woman. You're gonna get a girl
Yeah.
to be like, oh look at
Look at what he's wearing. Yeah,
and then they don't
absolutely,
have
yeah.
like
Don't
it's not a
understand.
real
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
They,
It's all based on the facade, really.
It's an image.
My favorite one is when I saw this quote the other day. It's like, no point wearing a Rolex when you're still looking at it to tell your time when your lunch break's over. And I was like, that's bars. Mad bars, because you can't be wearing these clothes, having these like rich items and stuff when you're still, you and I are still the same. You know,
There's no harm in treating yourself.
Yeah,
Nah,
of
not
course.
at all. Yeah.
But like, for people to be obsessed with designer so much, it's like.
I think it
it's
comes
so
with the
off-putting.
intention of how you're doing it, though. If
Yeah.
you're doing it to make yourself look better,
But
but
do
you
not
can't
feel like
afford it.
Designer, the only reason why people wear designer is to show off. That's the only reason.
Yeah. You'll probably have rich people that don't even buy designer.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
100%.
the rich.
Like,
they rich.
look at
That-
Zuckerberg
you
and
think
Gates
it's
and them man. Them man wear some boring drip, but it's like
Nah, you say that, yeah, bro. That T-shirt he wears on the Facebook convention,
yeah.
3.5.
when they're going
what?
to big events, though.
3.5 bag T-shirt.
No, when they got to show up, they'll
unassuming.
show
Wait,
out.
whoa.
Yeah,
When you're turning up to
No, no,
yeah,
no,
when
no,
they
no,
show
no,
out, you're getting
They'll
the
show out.
Yeah,
when
no,
they
but
got to
everyone
show
says,
out,
oh,
they'll
he just
show
wears
out.
just a plain white T-shirt, yeah.
You can't, like,
I saw
go
this,
and
bro. I saw
drip
this
every
article in
day.
the FT, yeah. That T-shirt is £3,500.
Yeah, impossible.
Are you not taking the piss?
But it's like he's not
That's
gonna be
10
wearing
feet.
some like sort
Bro,
of
that is.
LV
Zuckerberg.
belt
For him,
or
that's-
some like
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
like Fendi T-shirt. Like that's the point, really. It's like a lot of this designer stuff you can see it's quite avant-garde. It's just out there with the design.
Show people, yeah.
But it's like you can have like designer pieces where it's very just plain and basic. But that's the whole point. You know, that's the whole point. It's like it's more just the fabric that it is, and it's probably like 100% cash.
No, but it's like what Melissa said though. Sometimes like say you're doing what you're doing, you're working hard. Like you can just enjoy yourself
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, no, of course, you can still enjoy yourself. But it's like you have to. There are some people who do wear their designer clothes just for the wrong reasons. Just
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Live within your means, though, innit? If you can't afford
Exactly.
it, then there's no point wasting on it.
No, when I saw fucking Selfridges do rent my garms,
That's-
I could not believe it.
Yeah.
No, honestly.
Klarna specials.
Not even Klarna.
Klarna.
You can book it from Friday to Saturday. A T-shirt.
like a rental.
Brethren,
Oh, mad.
Yeah.
Brethren.
Yeah,
I saw it on Instagram. Funny enough, actually, and I was like, "Nah, you're joking." I clicked read more,
Crazy.
and people are paying £20 a day to rent a T-shirt. Like to rent a T-shirt. When I saw that, yeah. Forget that. It's
Someone's
just,
probably left that
no,
sweaty.
but forget
It
about
puts
where
the
it's been.
designer
Yeah?
down, like
Yeah.
the value of the designer puts it.
That as well, but it's just the concept of it. You want people to be like, "Oh my god, look at this, but look at this," and you are literally paying a rental fee.
Facts.
But you know what I
This
noticed with
t-shirt,
that as
right.
well is and it goes back to what you were saying. So it's like, because it's especially in like in my industry, like there'll be obviously you'll know, say like if someone's working at a certain type of place, you'll know how much they're earning a day, because if you've
Experience on the job, isn't it?
yeah, like if you know how much this brand pays, this person pays, you know, and you know when you go up north it's gonna be a little bit less because
Absolutely, yeah.
That is, yeah.
But I remember when like this person wanted to kind of gauge what I was getting,
Fair.
and I was like, why are you asking me? And I was just telling him, but he was at the same agency as me at the time, and then he was like gauging like what I was getting, and he was like talking about his life and talking about whatever, and at that stage I noticed, you know what, it wasn't about, he could have had the same level of money as me, you know what I mean, but what he wants is he wants everyone else to know that I've got X amount of money, or I've got enough money to afford this, that, and that.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
so asking out of curiosity, but actually stunting, being like, "Oh, like this is actually what I do, or like what I've done." essentially.
Yeah. And by wearing certain garments, they think that right, cool, or driving a certain car, they think, all right, cool, this is, you know.
No, I hear that.
But do you know, for me, like I wanted more designer when I didn't have the money.
Yeah.
'Cause I wanted to show people that I had money when I didn't. But now that I'm like more comfortable, I don't care what people think.
Yeah,
Because you're
100%.
comfortable, like you're happy, you're
That's
comfortable, you don't care.
100%.
Like as long as you're good, like I feel like I care a bit more left.
Fake designer at the end. And it's crazy because it's like you said, like when you have no money and you want to show it, but then once you get it,
Yeah.
you realize there's no point in wasting it all, because what's gonna happen? It's just gonna get old, frailed, or you're just
And
not.
I remember one time I bought, remember I bought Chanel's trainers. This is when I like, I started getting like a lot of
This
modeling
girl
jobs.
loves to waste.
No, I bought these Chanel's because I thought, oh my god, I've never treated myself like this before. And I bought them, and it was a colour that wasn't, it was like an orange colour. It wasn't a colour that you'd wear like normally. It was literally saved in my favourites for like 2 years, and I thought, when I have enough money, I'll buy them. Bought them. I didn't even wear them once yet, and I looked at the shelf, and it made me sick.
Yeah,
I hear that.
Like it made me sick how much money I spent on them. And literally, I would look at them and like I'd feel like some type of weird energy. Like,
I
I actually can't believe I spent that much. Like,
Are they still there to this day?
and I sold them, and obviously I had to sell them for less because I've already bought them. So I sold them for like $250 less, which is basically literally spent $250 for basically.
And if you're selling them for
nothing.
$250 less,
Yeah.
gives you an idea of how much you actually.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you being like that? Imagine sitting there, fuck
I didn't even wear them once out.
Fair.
I'm sorry for the
Once, not
person
once.
that's got them though.
That's
And
right.
like, they're basically
what they
brand
did.
new, and you got them for $250 less.
Yeah.
But like now, it actually makes me sick. Like to think how much money.
Yeah.
Like now, I'm like saving it. But
Yeah. Nah.
That's what it is.
But saying
That's
just wanna-
that's a very wholesome way to brings the episode to a conclusion.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
think.
But before we conclude, have you guys got anything which you guys just want to pump out quickly before we wrap up?
Anything you want to get off your chest?
Not even off your chest, but anything that you want to promote, anything you guys want to just pick up?
Nah, man, big up.
follow Keith.
Nah, man, big up LJC.
Come on.
I love to hear it.
Like,
Nice.
so honestly, like literally, from when you started, literally, I've been saying, can't like
Yeah.
from when you said, oh yeah, come on, couldn't wait, and obviously it's been a pleasure.
Make dreams happen, bro.
Guys, I was actually nervous for
Man. Yeah,
this.
she was mad nervous.
cool.
Yeah.
Nah, but
Mad
genuinely,
nervous.
episode 10
Yeah.
now done.
Thank you
Yeah.
for being on the
Landmark
Smart Stone
episode.
episode.
Yeah.
And it's been absolute pleasure.
No, big up the
Enjoy
boy.
it.
Big pleasure having
Having
you
you
guys.
guys on
Thank you.
today.
First face is on screen as well.
Yay!
Yes. Come on, man.
Thank you so much for coming, guys.
Each and every
you.
time.
But yeah,
I'm the
thank
best.
you for our listeners for listening and watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Another one coming soon.
Exactly.
And we're out.
Until next time. Good night.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Yes.